Hey guys, this is Mappy the Shadowborn again, here with a event walkthrough. Today we're going to talk about the Time's End event. Cool beans. And if for more videos like this, right, we're going to do an event video every week. If you like these videos, give me a subscribe. So Time's End, let's talk about that a little bit, right? This is the last event in the Ascend Your Legend month of April events. So this one is going to be Dogen. Now, I'm really sad because I wanted to send Ri and also Kenta, but apparently we're going to have to do that in a separate event, but not this event. And the storyline, let's not skip the storyline. I think the flavor text is really cool, and I like the storyline. So if you want to read it, right, they put a banner into the game here, and when you scroll to all the end, you can read the storyline. But essentially, I'll give you the recap. Since Aileen's back, they've defeated the queens, and now they're gonna go look for Dogen to help them with the next big boss. It's kind of some Days of Our Lives shit stuff, right? Because we got somebody coming back from the dead, we got kind of crazy gods, we got Athena running around, and Aileen can't go talk to Kenta because she betrayed her and they broke up, and now we're gonna talk to Dogen, who professed his love to Ri and basically got dumped for a dragon. This is some really crazy daytime drama stuff. Anyways, back to the event. Now, the event, we're going to talk about the event in three parts. We're going to talk about the crusade/bounty aspect of this. We're going to talk about the cards. And then we're going to talk about how to awaken Dogen. Okay, let's talk about the event first. So first off, this is a commander/bounty event. So in this event, you have to use keys, right? Obviously, you can search for keys. I got my VIP search going, which is great, so I can get more keys. And then you can buy more keys from the event store, obviously, as always. I haven't bought any yet, but I bought the free ones basically for honor, and I haven't bought any ones for gems yet. Maybe I'll do that a little later. But essentially, you play the crusade part of this, which is here, and you get to at the end, at level, when you get all 60 stars, you get a bonus. And then you earn keys here for each of these events, little dots you play. And the keys you use here are my keys, to play the boss arena portion of this. So you kill bosses, and they give you rewards. They give you rewards like so. Alright, now, they told us in the Facebook post, and definitely check Facebook, I get all my info from there first off. They told us in the Facebook post that both bounty and also commander skills are active for this event. So let's review what that means. What does commander skills means? This is a CSB, and Dogen is a CB. He's got Slayer skills, commander skills, and also bounty skills. Let's go find just a C. The only just C that I have, no filter, commander, select. All right, Robin Hood's a good example, right? He's a commander for 4X. What that means is that in both the crusade part of this, which is the quest part, and also the boss arena portion of this, his skills will activate. I will always get a 4x gem on the board. Remember, what does 4x gem means? It means that when you match that gem, you get 4 more gems of this color added to your kind of counting total. It basically just gives you more damage. Okay, that's essentially what it does. And it'll give you more damage both when you play crusade or boss arena. Now, bounty, your bounty bonus only applies into the crusade. So when you play these levels, essentially what happens is every boss you defeat gives you a base amount of points, right? The better the boss, the more points. And then your bounty bonus, let me pull my bounty deck. Your bounty bonus then takes their multiplier and applies it on top of the base points that you're going to get for all the bosses you defeated. So all these guys are bounty cards. They all have 4, 4, 4. So basically I'm getting a 20 point boost to whatever base points I got. It doesn't have anything to do with damage. It was just boosting the base points you get, basically trophies you get, from playing the quest portion of Time's End. That's it. So when you build your decks, right, it's important here to basically max out the bounty bonuses you're going to get because it affects your points you're going to get overall. And also, I wouldn't use tickets on this to fast play any of these because when you play a ticket, you can't bring a friend, and your friend gives you additional bonuses on the bounty score. So you're going to have to play a lot of this stuff manually to max out your points. And the commander skill does not help you add to those points. It just adds to more damage. Okay, so thinking about what kind of decks you can use, right? Obviously, you got the event cards, but I think Ethan quoted me this week in their Facebook post. My advice to people is think through what cards you do have, right? I played the one of the last commander events with my barbecue squid deck, and I'll run this barbecue squid deck, and essentially did just as much damage as one of the decks I just had. I actually bought the event card, so and that's because it maxes out the gems on the board. And I probably won't use this deck for this round just because we're fighting a lot of blue heroes, and I'm gonna get half the damage. I'm gonna try it, but probably won't work. But think about what other decks you have, right? So a lot of us bought this deck last time. We got the rabbit, or some people like to call her the egg lady, Augustus, and they bought the other card that goes with this. This deck will probably still work, right? You still get the commander bonus. She's still giving your team a 300% increase of damage and also health. So think through all the cards you have. You're not getting a damage boost from Slayer or Bounty. Think of all the abilities you have and put together a deck that goes at it. Don't just build a kind of boring green deck. I will build one just to test it out, but I don't know if I'll stay with one, right? So think of your options as you build your decks. Speaking of decks and cards, right? So let's look at what cards we are going to get for this specific event. All right. The event card, it's not Dogen. We're going to wait for this to cycle. I didn't buy it yet, or I might not even buy it. Actually, I don't think I like this card specifically. It's Athena. All right. Athena's a warrior demigod. Any devs watching this, Athena is definitely a god or a goddess. Not a demigod, if I remember my Greek mythology correctly. But anyways, let's look at her skills, right? So she's a commander, great. Leadership skills, 300% recovery for all Earth heroes. You guys know how I feel about recovery. I don't play with it. Some people have great healer decks, and they live on recovery. I'm not one of them. Skill, Goddess of War. Greatly increase the drop rate of Earth gems until your next turn. Usable once every 7 turns. So basically, it's a pseudo way of filling up your board. Depending on how many gems you make drop that round, I don't know, greatly means maybe it's 70%, who knows? And those gems will drop as green. Okay, cool, right? That seems somewhat cool. Defender skills, regen, fine. Dispel armor, not like that. Power rating 2901. That's high, but it's not the highest I've seen. So, I'm feeling tepid about Athena. Let's see what our secondary pack is going to give us. Our secondary pack is going to give us, we're going to talk about Mordred a little bit later. It's going to give us Vulcan the Copperblood. Let's hope this scrolls through so I can give you a look at Copperblood. Not Robin. You can get Robin from these packs as well. As you're going to get Mordred or Robin from these packs, and I'll explain why that's important. Robin's obviously got the commander skill, so that's why he's important. But here's Copperblood. Vulcan Copperblood. All right. Commander, great. Leadership skill. 200% damage and HP for all Earth warriors. That is awesome, and I'm going to explain why. And it's actually more awesome for more free-to-play and also for newer players. So if you're a free-to-play or a newer player, I would definitely pick up this card, and I'm going to explain a little bit why later. Battle skill, Green Flames. Destroy 15 water gems on the board. Attack a water enemy for 600% no attack. This stacks well with the previous card, right? The previous card was going to let you have a higher chance of the gems that drop to be green, and this one destroys all the water gems on the board. So you basically stack this, use this first, destroy everything. No, use the other card first, higher chance of getting green gems, then use this ability, destroy everything, and have it drop down. Arguably, this is good or not, depending on how many, if you can get 15 blue gems on the board as well, maybe do a card that boosts the number of blue gems you get. There are cards like this, like Alice. Defender skill, Panic. decent enough. Dispels Judgment, okay. Power rating 2901, not bad also. Why I think this card is awesome. First off, go to the boss arena. You can get this card as a part of the freebie for collecting Dogen's axe. I'm probably not going to get it. I'm not really buying all the packs this time, so, you know, I'll show you what the axe looks like later. But first off, you get him as a freebie by collecting the Swamp Guy, some Catalysts, which you can get from the opening of the packs, and also 250 points. That's super easy to get. So he's a free card. I'm going to get him right now, and I'm going to buy no packs and get him. Done. Claimed. All right. He's good. Why I think he is a good card. One, the event store is going to sell the 5-star dragon card. This is a dragon warrior. Wern, he's a dragon warrior. A lot of people have this, right? They sell this in the event store many times. Easy to get in packs. Dragon warriors are decently HP'd and also attack skilled cards, attack level cards. And we talked about him before in our deck building 101 video. He's good, and he's easy to get, and he's easy to level up. But we also have a ton. There's the the warrior hero, the 6-star warrior dragon. Where's warriors? Oops. There's a 6-star warrior dragon, and a lot of other dragon warrior cards. The Jedi they've been giving out. Some of the old ones you're not gonna be able to get because they're from events and they didn't do them again. But essentially, you could stack 4 of these and put them in a deck with your new Copper Blood leader card that's giving everybody 300% bonus in damage and also HP. For new players, that is great, right? It's easy to get. You can max out a deck like that and use it on all the dungeons and trials. So I highly suggest people get this card, just so as a new player you have a deck that will run you through most dungeons and also trials. Now Mordred. Mordred came up earlier. Why is Mordred important? And I think why it's important as just a basic part of the game. I don't have Mordred, but let's go look at the Facebook post about Mordred. This is our Facebook page. Pro tip. I got mentioned this time. That's pretty cool. Just talking about Mordred, right? Mordred was an old reward card. Now, one of my biggest issues with reward cards throughout the game is that they're kind of useless, right? Some of them are good stats, some of them have good abilities, but essentially they weren't Slayer cards, they weren't bounty cards, and they weren't commander cards. So you had limited use for them either in GVG, or that's about it. But what they did with this card was they taken an old reward card and said that he will be a featured commander slash hunter in this week's event, getting a 10x commander bonus. After the event, he remains a commander hunter. So basically, they took Mordred and they made him a specialty card. They gave him an additional ability. I really hope they do this with some of the, I don't have Mordred because I dusted him a long time back, which sucks. But I hope they do this with a lot of the other reward cards, because what was the point of fighting all week to get that reward when you can barely use it in any events? But now with this, you can use it in most events, which I think is really cool. So Mordred, awesome. The last part about the cards and the event gameplay itself is the store. The other thing they did at the store was to evolve. If you have an unevolved Mordred, they're actually offering 3 different kinds of 6-star catalysts in the event store with all the extra coins that you potentially get from the event. They've got the Gladiator Helm, which is used to level up to evolve Athena. Then you have the King's Blade, which is great. I don't actually think the King's Blade is used in this event. Actually, no, you can use it for Robin, which is great. And then you have the Trader's Crown, which is used for Mordred. They're offering 3 different kind of catalysts. And that makes the store, I think, personally, so much better than before when they just offered 1. All right. Finally, awaken Dogen, right? What do you need to awaken our good friend, the the original teenage werewolf. Yeah, he's not Michael J. Fox, but he looks like a werewolf for this event. Like last time, they made a banner, and the materials you need is right here. Okay? If you need a reference to this, I have a link in the description to their Facebook page. If you need a reference of this, go to their Facebook page. Here's the description of it. Go all the way down to the end here. It talks exactly about what you need to evolve to send him, and what you need from there, and where to get these. You basically get them from the game, either from the store or from the monsters in the game. But they gave us a clear way of doing this. Okay? Cool. And the final thing about the Awakened Dogen thing event is his gear. So his gear is his axe right there. We're not able to get it. You need all three of those cards, including a maxed out Mordred, in order to get it. But like Alien Spear and the Scythe for like the Scythe, it's pretty cool, right? So let's look at the stats. This is right up about it. Basically, at the 6th level, at the 6-star level, it gives Dogen a 25% additional affinity against water. All all Earth heroes increase their attack by 40%. That is awesome. And it adds 1 Earth gem to the board if Dogen is in the team. That's awesome too. So, okay, those are the key points of this event. Have fun playing. If you have any comments, leave me a comment below. And for more of these videos, subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys.